Sometimes life gets quiet in a way that feels uncomfortable. The phone stops ringing, the messages slow down, the opportunities don't come as fast as they used to. And suddenly your mind starts whispering things like, maybe I missed my chance. Maybe I'm too late. Maybe everyone else is moving forward and I'm standing still. Listen to me carefully. You are not behind. You are in a season of preparation. And I know that can be hard to believe when your life doesn't look the way you hoped it would look by now. Because we live in a world that teaches us to measure everything, by age, by money, by status, by speed, by what other people are posting. But real growth doesn't always look impressive in the beginning. Sometimes growth looks like resting. Sometimes growth looks like healing. Sometimes growth looks like saying no. Sometimes growth looks like being alone long enough to hear your own voice again. And if that's where you are right now, you are not losing. You are learning. There are things you can only learn in the quiet. You learn who you are when no one is clapping for you. You learn what matters when everything unnecessary starts falling away. You learn how strong you are when you have to keep going without constant encouragement. And that kind of strength changes everything. Because when life starts moving again, and it will, you won't enter your next season as the same person. You'll enter wiser. You'll enter calmer. You'll enter with better boundaries. You'll enter with discernment. You'll stop begging for things that aren't meant for you. You'll stop shrinking to fit places you've outgrown. And most importantly, you'll stop rushing your own becoming. Let me say that again, because someone needs this deeply today. You do not need to rush your becoming. A tree does not apologize for growing slowly. A sunrise does not compete with noon, and your life does not have to match someone else's timeline to be meaningful. You are allowed to grow at the pace your soul can carry. You are allowed to begin again. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to outgrow old dreams and build new ones. You are allowed to be proud of progress that no one else can see. And if you're in a season where things feel slow, uncertain, or hidden, please don't make the mistake of calling that season failure. A seed under the soil looks like nothing is happening, but under the surface, everything is happening. Roots are forming, strength is building, life is preparing to break through. That's where many of you are right now, not buried, planted, not forgotten, protected, not delayed, developed. And I know it's tempting to compare your life to other people, to look at someone else and think they're ahead, they're winning, they figured it out. But you don't know what it cost them. You don't know what they're carrying. You don't know what they had to survive to smile like that. And most importantly, their path is not your assignment. You were not created to copy somebody else's life. You were created to live yours, fully, honestly, and with courage. So if life feels unclear right now, don't panic. Clarity often comes after courage, not before it. Take the next step you can see. Make the call. Send the email. Go for the walk. Rest if you need to. Pray if you pray. Journal if you need to clear your mind. Start small but stay consistent, because little steps taken with faith create big change over time. You don't need to have your whole future figured out this week. You just need to stay connected to who you are becoming. And let me speak directly to the person who feels tired, the person who has been strong for everyone, the person who smiles in public and cries in private, the person who keeps saying, "I'm fine," because it feels easier than explaining the weight you're carrying. You are allowed to rest. Rest is not weakness. Rest is wisdom. You do not have to break yourself to prove your worth. Read that in your heart if you have to. You do not have to break yourself to prove your worth. Your value is not based on how exhausted you are. Your value is not based on how much you produce. Your value is not based on whether people understand you. You are valuable because you exist, because you carry light, because your voice matters, because your presence changes rooms, even when you don't realize it. And yes, life may have disappointed you. Maybe things didn't go the way you planned. Maybe people left. Maybe trust was broken. Maybe you gave your best and still got hurt. But hear me. What hurt you does not get to define you. It may have shaped you. It may have slowed you down. It may have taught you hard lessons, but it does not get the final word. You are still here. You are still breathing. You are still becoming. And that means your story is still unfolding. There is still beauty ahead of you. There is still peace ahead of you. There are still good people ahead of you. There are still answered prayers ahead of you. There are still moments that will make you say, "Now I understand why I had to wait." One day, the same season that made you question everything will become the season you thank God for, because it taught you to trust yourself. It taught you to slow down. It taught you to protect your energy. It taught you to choose peace over pressure. It taught you to stop settling, and it prepared you for what's next. So today, I want you to release the pressure, release the timeline, release the comparison, release the fear that it has to happen immediately or it won't happen at all. Your life is not over. Your best days are not behind you, and your timing is not wrong. You are being prepared. Prepared for stronger love. Prepared for deeper peace. Prepared for better opportunities. Prepared for a version of yourself that no longer doubts every step. So walk gently with yourself. Speak kindly to yourself. And trust that what feels slow today may be building something lasting. You are not behind. You are on your way. And when the right moment comes, you won't have to force it. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to beg for it. You'll be ready for it, and it will feel like peace. Thank you for being here with me today. If this message found you at the right time, let it stay with you. Come back to it when your mind starts rushing. Come back to it when comparison gets loud. Come back to it when you forget how far you've already come. And remember, you are not behind. You are being prepared.